update introduced some new changes with Wizard 101 for the foreseeable future. One of these notable changes is in the glorious farming haven for all of the Wizard 101 community. Here lies a formidable creature called 𝘎𝑚aster. Now, 𝘎𝑚aster is a special boss because it is the go-to location if you want to get any of the cool and amazing spells you cannot get anywhere else unless you spend $1,000 opening a bunch of packs. So, for us broke people, we spend 50% of our lives here farming and hoping to get something worthwhile. Now, with the new update, changes have been made to the 𝘎𝑚aster and she no longer drops those amazing spells we have all come to love and cherish. Instead, she drops spellements. A spellement is a type of reagent that allows you to unlock or upgrade a card. Unlocking a card will cost you 35 spellements, and after unlock, there's 3 to 4 additional tiers for upgrades. The upgrades will cost more and more spellements the higher tier you go. Through my experience in rough calculations, it will cost you about 500 spellements to unlock and fully upgrade a card. Spellements drop in stacks of 1 through 35 from either packs, events, and bosses, one of those bosses being 𝘎𝑚aster, thus me making this video and farming her. So, there are 2 questions I want to answer in this experiment, one being, has the drop rate changed or is the rarity for spellements the same as the original spells drops? And number 2, is this spot worth farming for spellements or is this the foreseeable end for 𝘎𝑚aster? Let's get started. Now, currently, almost all spell drops from 𝘎𝑚aster have been turned into spellements, meaning there are a few spells you can still get from 𝘎𝑚aster that will not be spellements. One of those spells being the 𝘎𝑚aster spell itself. This will not drop as a spellement, but rather the actual spell. When it comes to farming this location, I would highly recommend that you do this with a team, just because farming will be a lot easier and a lot faster. Especially if you're a low-level wizard, I would not advise farming this alone. I personally farmed this solo on my fire wizard and it took 2 to 3 rounds to complete the battle. With a full team, you can wipe the battle within 1 round, almost cutting the time it took me to do this in half. Now, let's go ahead and talk about some numbers. The average time that it took me to finish the battle was 2 minutes and 44 seconds. I dedicated myself to farming her 100 times, which took around 4 to 5 hours. During those very horrible, sad hours, I noticed that the drop rate for spellements is definitely higher than compared to the old drop rate for cards, with you getting a spellement drop almost every other battle. So that answers question number 1. Has the drop rate increased for spellements from 𝘎𝑚aster in the new update? Yes. I have also noticed that through farming, she will only drop 1 spellement at a time. She will never, ever drop more than 1 spellement. Over farming her for 4 to 5 hours, I ended up collecting 58 spellements, and there was no specific pattern for the spellements. I got drops for almost every spell, and each of them had similar amounts as well. There are 25 different spells that I received spellements for, and each of those spells gain an average of 3 spellements. Now, remember, you need 35 spellements to unlock a card, and a lot more to actually upgrade them. If my math is correct, it would take me roughly 40 to 50 hours of straight farming to be able to unlock any of the 25 cards, and 400 to 500 hours to fully upgrade them. That is a lot of time. However, considering this is unlocking all 25 spells and fully upgrading all 25 spells, considering it is completely random on which of the 25 spellements will drop, and usually all 25 spells have around the same amount of spellements until upgrade/unlock, I will let you be the judge on if it is worth it or not. But personally, I would say no. Now, there is some good news. It has been speculated that there will be additional bosses that will drop more specific spellements, which will mean a lot faster farming for you to get a specific spell. I'm not sure if that also means that once that rolls around, the drop rate will change and accommodate for that or not, but I guess we will only have to wait and see. Other than that, thank you for watching. I hope that you learned something new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.